Hey everyone, Nikola stock is gaining a lot of momentum in recent weeks as the company continues making great progress in securing sales and getting grants from the government. In this video, I'm going to talk about another big win for Nikola as it scores a big win with hydrogen station regulatory grant funding an additional $16.3 million, and that brings the total of 58.2 million in the last 30 days of grant funding for Nikola. Now these, in my opinion, are the best sources to raise capital for Nikola because it's a grant, it's free money, and it's awesome for Nikola, which is so desperate for cash in getting these grants because it brings up momentum, it buys the company time, it gives the company legitimacy, which it desperately also needs, and it allows it to raise more money from other sources. It makes it easier to raise more money from other sources when it's already got something in the bank account, when it's got something already building up. Now, I mentioned that they're desperately in need of cash. Well, look at their cash balance over the last few years has been dwindling, and it in the most recent update, the quarterly update, they announced that they had $121 million in cash. Now that was less than they went through in terms of cash flow from operations, so they couldn't sustain at that pace, and which is why you've heard news from Nikola from them divesting some of their businesses and making some cost cuts to kind of slow down this cash burn so that they can give themselves more time. Because on the sales side, they're doing pretty good. They've announced, in fact, I just recorded a video of them surpassing 200 orders for their hydrogen fuel trucks. So they've got the sales orders, the customer demand is there, and now if they can get the cash, that will give them time to make sure they can manufacture and deliver those cars, those trucks that they've got orders for. And once they start rolling on that process, then they can get the money from those sales. Every time they make a delivery, more and more money will come in, and they can become self-sustaining, and they won't need to continue going to investors and saying, please give us more money because we're going to run out of money pretty soon. So if you can be if they can reach that level where they can become self-sustaining in terms of cash, that will create a further boost, in my opinion, to the stock price because that will eliminate a lot of risk from the stock because they won't need to go back to the capital markets to raise more money, to borrow money to sell more shares and dilute shareholders, right? They will become self-sustaining and just kind of bootstrap the business from there on out, make sales, deliver them, make sales, deliver, make sales, deliver, and so on, and it can start to roll out that positive virtuous cycle. But this is big win for Nikola here, getting that $16.3 million of free money, which now brings their total to 58.2 million in the last 30 days. It's also positive for Nikola stock investors with Nikola getting these grants and getting these awards because it demonstrates an ability from management to secure these grants, right? These aren't, the government is not just handing out this money. There's requirements that need to be met, and it shows that Nikola is doing a good job in meeting those requirements, whatever needs to be done in order to get that money, which is not often an easy process, right? To deal with the government, to get the money out of the government, it's not very easy. So kudos to Nikola here, reaching yet another milestone in making progress, raising more money, and the stock price is reacting positively to this news as it should be. As it should be. The company just got essentially $16.3 million for free, and so that's always good news. So good news for Nikola stock investors, more money coming into the bank. But that's all I've got for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.